It's May the 12th, 2026. Danny Garnett, if you would open us up in prayer and pledge, please, sir. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Councilman. Madam Chairman, if you would call the roll to establish a quorum, please.
Keith Clay.
He sends, his condolences, I guess you would say to all. But anyway, no, it's important to be with your family, and so welcome to Maycember, because this is a crazy month and a lot of things are going on. Just to kind of give you a little heads up, it's going to be a hopefully not too long of agenda. We do have one of the longest agendas that we've had. We also, at the end, we're going to be going into executive session. There'll be no voting or any decisions after that executive session. So I do want you to know that we appreciate all of you coming out, and hopefully I've said hello to each and every one of you. I think I have. And so anyway, just kind of give you a heads up there, the way things are going to go tonight. So without any further ado, the first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes on 4/27 to 26. They're in your packet. I have read through those, and I didn't see any errors or anything. So if y'all seen any, let us know. If not, then I would take a motion to suspend those readings and approve them as written.
I move to suspend the reading and approve the minutes.
Okay, have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, got a second. All in favor? Now, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And it's carried. Thank you very much. We have no proclamations. We didn't have anybody sign in, but we did have someone that come up. I just want to recognize him and all, Mr. Larry Fenton. He is going to be running for Alabama House District 30 as an independent. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to say something real quick?
Oh, sure.
All right.
My name is Larry Fenton. I'm an honorably discharged veteran. I have a bachelor's degree in historical and political studies from Chaminade University. And I'm not going to be on your ballot next week, so you won't be able to vote for me next week. But right now I'm gathering signatures to qualify for the ballot in November. So if you would like to have some more choices on your ballot, then signing my petition will help me get on there so that you can decide who you want to be your representative. Right now, it's B. Craig Lipscomb, but he's got no competition at all. I'm a member of the Green Party. I moved here 2 years ago. I decided to retire here in Asheville. And since then, well, actually when I arrived, I had no inkling, I had no desire to run for office. And I wasn't too interested in the political system. All I wanted to do was just do my civic duty and go to the polls on election day and do my part. But as you know, in our state and in our national government, I think it's being run terribly right now. And so the establishment, the politicians that are in office right now, they need some competition. So I would appreciate your support.
Okay, thank you very much. If you have any cards, if you want to leave them out so that people can get in contact with you, you're welcome to do that.
Sure, I have a flyer. I'll leave
Okay,
that to you.
sounds good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. As far as any other public comments, we don't or have anything. I do have 3 people that wanted to speak. So Mr. Richard Ribka, did I say that correct?
Yes, sir.
From Coosa River Swim Guide sponsored request. So if you would pick up that mic, speak into it so that everyone online and
Testing.
streaming can hear you.
How's this? Is this
Sounds
good?
wonderful. Thank you.
Good. Before I get into the swim guide, I would just like to pass on our appreciation for what happened here last year, for the rescue boat that y'all donated to us. Thank you, Wade, for arranging that. Thank you, council, for donating that to us. It's in limbo right now. All the Southside ID stuff's been removed, and took the siren and the lights off and completely fitted it for Aaliyah, just so it'll be okay on the water. And we're planning on wrapping it with our Coosa River logo in the near future. So we'd really like to see the boat when we're finished with it. It hasn't gone as quickly as I'd like it to, but we're very, very thankful for that. And just being thankful, I came across from that far off St. Clair County coming up here tonight and crossing that river and looking at the water gleaming in the sunlight, thinking how blessed we are to have that resource there. And it's great to be with Southside tonight. Swim Guide, last year you donated one site to us. Just like to review it real quick. We monitor water quality at 44 popular swimming sites, and they're not only swimming, but people that launch kayaks or get out of the boat or just dip, it doesn't necessarily, we call it swim guide, but anybody who's using the water in those locations. We hire 8 interns. They're on staff right now from Memorial Day to Labor Day. We sample on Thursday. The interns come to our lab on Friday, process it at noontime on Friday. We do a Facebook Live, and you can also get it in a text message or an app. And it gives you the quality of the water at 44 swimming sites. And basically, it's like a traffic light. You have red, amber, and green. Green is no problems, and this is monitoring mostly for E. coli bacteria. No problems, get in, swim, enjoy yourself. Amber is be cautious if you have open wounds or any cuts or anything, you should cover them before you go in. And then shower when you get out. Red is stay out. E. coli is too high. It can really do some damage to you. But that's what we do. It's a public health service we do every year. Last year you all donated one site. Just be generous, please. We have this going on now from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and we ask your sponsorship. Doesn't have to be a particular amount. Could be whatever you choose to give us. We'd appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we appreciate what you do. We do have it on the agenda for discussion, and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, next on the agenda, we have Michelle Sanders with the Southside High School Quiz Bowl team. So you're welcome to come up. Make sure you speak clear in the mic.
My voice carries because I'm a teacher.
Well, we still need to hear you because out in Never Never Land, they need to hear us.
Okay, is it on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Southside High School Quiz Bowl team this year, the JV, as you all know, won the 6A, 7A title. And then in April, they competed in the varsity, and they were runners-up in the state. So they have qualified for nationals, which will be held in Atlanta, Georgia, the weekend of May the 22nd, that Friday through that Sunday. And any help that you can give us would be very much appreciative because there are fees and we would like a sponsorship because we're a very small team. We're not like, football, baseball, soccer. They have a lot of players and a lot of parents that can go out and raise money. We have at the most 10 to 12 members of the team. And it's very difficult for us to raise money sometimes. So we would appreciate support from you all because we do represent the community of Southside. And when people are looking to move to our community, they look at the education. Where am I going to send my children? Are the schools good? Do they provide an education that's going to get my child into college or the workforce or wherever they want to go. And I feel like that could be a good way for you all to promote the school system around here, because they come up through Southside Elementary and Rainbow Middle School and the high school and John Jones, and they all work together, and we're all part of the community, and education's important. So is sports. I'm not saying that. But a lot of people that want to move in, that might be a question that they have, and then you can say, hey, look, we have a quiz bowl team that is, won its state. They're going to nationals. That's a reflection of the whole educational system that we have. And, we're competitive with Gadsden City. So, but, we're just asking anything that you guys would be willing to help us, and it would be tremendously grateful and appreciative, and we really appreciate your time and your thoughts in helping us get there. Thank
Sounds
you.
good. Do y'all have a budget? Do you know how much?
I
it's gonna-
thought I had sent that over. No. Okay. It was one of the papers that I filled out to get us to being put on this agenda. I've got one at work. I can email somebody tomorrow. Or when I get back home, if I can get an email address and where to send it.
Yeah, that'd be
okay.
great. I just didn't know if you had one, or if you knew what it was, or.
Like I said, thought it was attached to all the paperwork that I had to fill out
Right.
to get us here, but I may not have done that.
That's okay.
But I will send it to you if you'll
Okay.
send me an
Do you
email
have
and
an
who-
idea?
of how much it's going to cost us.
Yes, ma'am.
The entry fee alone
It-
was over $1,000.
Yeah.
And then we have hotel rooms for, the
Right.
players. We had our shirts that we had made, which were 30-something a piece, so that we can all
Right.
be, uniform. But just the entry fee for Atlanta, I think was like $1,200.
Yes, something like that. So it's very expensive just to enter. So,
Yeah, okay.
right. So,
Okay,
but
well,
I'll get
sounds
that
good.
to you.
I know they've done a great job. I know those boys are they may not be quote unquote athletes, but you got to be an athlete to do that. Because I tell you, it happens quick, and it's very, very mentally challenging, and I commend you. So,
Well, they are involved in other aspects. We've got members of the band. We've got members of the bowling team. We've got a couple one or two, one that's on the football, that plays football. And so they are involved in other activities also. So, yeah.
but that takes a lot of time.
Yes, it does.
Okay, we've got it on the agenda to discuss. Y'all have
Okay.
any questions for her while she's here? Okay.
No.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right. The next comments is going to be Miss Lynn Walker with the Public Library. She wants to discuss the summer reading program.
Hey, I'm Lynn Walker. He just said that from the library. I'm the assistant director. One of my main responsibilities is summer reading. Last year, we had one of the largest summer reading programs in 4 counties. Now, we're a little bitty library. We have 20,000 items in our library. I have no idea how many Gadsden has, but we had more kids at our summer reading program than they had at theirs. Now, I'm not showing off. I'm just saying that's where we're coming from.
Brag. I want you to brag.
I mean, Well, summer reading's fun and important. By reading during the summer, our kids do not slide, is what they call it, the summer slide. And they keep their levels up, so when they go back to school in August, they can start their AR. And anybody who has a child who's doing AR points, they come in telling it like it's lifting weights. They know what their AR points are. They're going to share. So it keeps them reading all summer, and we make it fun. We've got a whole list of items that we do every week. I've got one of these for each of you. I know Mr. Ham, his daughters have participated for years. So I would like for everybody to come by and visit summer reading. You don't have to stay for all the entertainment. You may not want to see the magician. You may not want to see the barnyard buddies that Becky Ragsdale's going to bring. And we do have, our kickoff will be June the 2nd, and that's when the city, we call it City Fun Day, and that's when the police car comes, the fire truck, the garbage truck, all the lawn mowers, everybody gets out in front of the school. And that's one of our biggest days because we also give them all a snow cone. And that's paid for by the library, and we have face painting that day too, which is paid for by the library. Our artist who does all of our painting classes comes and does that for us. So it's a fun time, but I would love to see a council member or two come by and visit us and see what we're doing at the library. I know Chief Williams has been a big part, and he doesn't just stand there with his arms folded. He moves tables, he hustled hot dogs with us one day, he cut out papers and glued with kids, he did all kinds of things. But I would love to see somebody, somebody swing by and just say hi. And I've got the schedule. It's on Tuesday mornings, and I know y'all are busy. I know you've got a lot to do, but it is important. We are a small department in this city, but I think we're important. Also, the other things that we do at the library, because not everybody knows, we have game night once a month. It's usually the third Thursday of the month. We try to coordinate it with Southside Baptist because they also have a game night, so we have those people come too. When we started that 4 or 5 years ago, we had 6 people come. Our most to date, I had to look to be sure, we've had 80-something people come. Generally, it's 50 to 60. We're also always looking for sponsors for that to help pay for the food. We give them what we call a light meal, hot dog, pizza, burgers, nothing fancy, but we always have nachos and cheese, just like the concession stand, and those kids love it. But it's a family thing. We have adults. I always say, I call bingo. I said I have to make it loud enough for the seniors who can't hear, and I have to wait long enough for the kids who don't know all their letters and numbers to look up bingo. So we're patient with it. We also have painting classes for kids and adults throughout the year. We have a puzzle palooza, which is when they race to put puzzles together. We have about 5-6 teams race against that. Bonnie has been a member and a winner. I think last time you were a winner. So we do story time for kids. We do all kinds of activities. We give out stuff during spring break. I let them, they come by the library, they pick up a little something to go home and do. We participate in Dr. Seuss Week with the elementary school. We're just kind of a busy group. We try to do all the city events. We do Halloween. Sometimes we don't have time to get that in. Some of the other activities, we participate in Band Book Week. We do blind date with a book for Valentine's Day. We do teen events. We also host card players and mahjong players at the library. We also support the senior club that's there. We also do a spend the night, leave your stuffed animal, and it spends the night at the library, and then they get into shenanigans, and we take pictures, and the kids pick it up the next day. At Christmas, we do Elf on the Shelf like that, which is a good time. Everybody has fun. But I just want y'all to come by and visit. I know we talk about the library, but when y'all vote on things and you talk about things, I want you to see what's going on over there. So if you'll come by and visit us, and like I said, I've got a schedule for everybody, and I hope you see these around town because we'll have them on businesses so people can remember their schedule. And we did have these copied for all the kids at Southside Elementary. We've already had them in their backpacks and gone home because you can't just hope kids come. You gotta get them there.
Absolutely.
Thank y'all for taking the time to listen today.
Thank y'all very much for what y'all do, and we appreciate it. Y'all do great work, and nothing but high praises, and I don't hear anything but compliments, coming from there. So great job, and we appreciate what you do. So now we'll go into the work session. First on the agenda on the work session is going to be the fire department, the April report from Chief Buckner.
Okay, for the month of April, we responded to 90 calls for service. Among this was 60 of them for medical, as typical, about 2/3 of what we do. During that time, we also 4 mutual aid calls that we responded to assist other agencies, but we also received assistance 4 times as well. And the one call we did have one block over from here was April 17th. There was reported structure fire there. Good quick stop from that one. Fortunately, the family lost their dog in it, but it appears to be accidental from all of our investigation, and the same thing with insurance. Firefighters also out doing hydrants and business inspections at this point as well. So Right now, we're on pace for about 1,222 calls for the year, and we're looking, which is about 80 more than like the previous year.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate that. Thanks for everyone who works in our fire department, and they serve us very, very well. And they're on call 24/7, 365 days a year, and I appreciate what you do, what the department does. The next on the agenda is from our police chief for April report, Mr. Jarrett Williams. We're getting some feedback, Macy. I don't know. Okay. All right.
Well, good evening, everybody. In the month of April 2026, Southside PD responded to 327 calls for service. Of those 327, about 11% or 30 of them were animal control calls. The officers also made 518 traffic stops. Of that, they issued 217 citations and 264 warnings. They wrote 68 reports, 10 motor vehicle accidents, made 28 arrests. 4 of those arrests were drug cases and 1 DUI arrest.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Chief, as y'all well aware of, Chief Williams is moving, and he's leaving as our police chief, and he's going back home with his family to Montgomery. So I want to personally thank you. I know we've talked, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate your service and what you've done for Southside, and I wish you the very, very best in your future and all, and thank you for what you've done, and as well as your whole department. So I just wanted to let you know that personally as well.
Well, thank you. I'm grateful for all of the support that we've had, and from the council, from the mayor's office. It's much appreciated, and all the city workers. This isn't a unilateral department. It's fire working together, PD, library, everybody works together here, and that's what I'll miss the most is everybody working together. It's every department, and thankful for everybody's support.
So, well, thank you very much. His last day will be Friday, the 15th, and here, just as far as here the office and all, we'll have a little cupcake for you, probably with a little diamond ring. No, I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. So, but we'll recognize you that, and once again, we wish you the best. And with that said, I want to let people know publicly how the next police chief, how it will be handled. And so what I will do is starting June the 1st through the 19th, June the 19th, I will be accepting resumes. You can either bring them here to City Hall and give them to the city clerk, which is Miss Cindy, sitting on my right, your left, looking at us. Or you can email those at cityofclerk@cityofsouthside.com. It will end at 4 p.m. on the 19th, so there's 19 days that if anyone wants to apply, they will come in. Once we get those applications, they will go to a panel of 4 that are all involved in local and county government, that are administrators or that are top dogs in their field and all. Those panel of 4 will give me the top 2 candidates that they feel like would work best for Southside and would work best with their departments. Once I get those, they have to have those 2 candidates to me by July the 15th. It could be before that, but that is their deadline, and everybody, including the council, they've known this schedule, and so I'm just letting publicly know what's going to happen. Once we get those 2, it would be myself, and I will have Thomas Hunt, who's our public safety director, as well. We'll interview those together, and I will determine what is the best choice. If neither one of those are best and we have to start over again, we may. I don't know what's going to happen, but there's nothing that's predetermined. But we will choose what is best for Southside. Once that choice is decided, I will let the council know. I will get feedback from them, and then that would discussion, and no later than the first council meeting in September, which is right before the new budget year. I will make that announcement, and it will be voted on and hopefully approved by the council, and it should all be hammered out by then. So that is the timeline. Could it be sooner? Yes. But I'm not going to be in a hurry because we do have Thomas, who's done a great job, working with all the officers, including the chief, in the police department as well as the fire department. He will keep doing what he's doing, and that's keeping everything in line and in control. And so we're not going to miss a beat. Everybody knows what's going on. Everybody's comfortable, and they know that they have to report to Thomas, and Thomas lets me know, what's going on. So, we're in good shape. There's not going to be any lack of safety or any lack of effort on anybody's part. And, we're just sad to lose you, but, we have to move forward, and we're going to keep the city moving forward. And that is the process of what I've chose to do. So that will be the way it is, and I will keep you posted from time to time in the next few weeks, kind of let you know where we're at in that process. I don't even know how many will apply. I don't have a clue, but we will see. And I do know we've had a few people already ask what, when, and where, from different areas. So, we've told them, and but we're going to do what's right for the city. And y'all just going to have to trust me, keep me in your prayers. Because it's not an easy choice, and it's never, 100% of the people are not going to be happy. I don't care who you choose. If it was God and Satan himself running, and I chose God, then all the people that were Satan's side, they wouldn't like it. Mm-hmm. So, and I don't mean that but you understand what I'm saying. You can't please everybody. So, but just keep me in your prayers because it's very important. It's a very important decision, and I want what's best for Southside, and this council does as well, and I will assure you we will be united in every front, and you won't see any division up here. I don't anticipate any division, and because we all going to make sure that, like I told them when we first got together, I said Joey Statham will not be on a limb by himself. We will all be on the limb, and we will all fall together, or we'll all hold on together. So, but I'm not going to be on a limb by myself. I will have everyone involved, but it is ultimately my decision. But I will assure you that we will all have a piece about it, and we know, where we're going. So I hope that simplified things. And once again, Jared, I hate to say that in front of you and all, but I got to do my job, man. So, but anyway, we appreciate you once again. All right. So the next item on the agenda is a discussion from our finance director and treasurer, Ms. Nikki Pilot, to approve for approval to close a CD, and this is on your agenda to consider tonight. But she'll have the mic. Does she need to turn that on? That button. Don't you know red means go?
What we do with our CDs is whenever we have excess funds in our different accounts, we pull it over and put it in a CD to earn interest. And we've earned lots of interest over the last 3 years in these CDs. I know a lot of people realize we have a paving account, and we don't pave but every 2 years. So when we pave, we have a large amount of money that we spend. It has worked out wonderful in the last couple of years, and I think it probably is the best way to do things. That also gives us time to take that paving money, put it in a CD, and let it earn a little bit of extra money as we go. So I originally was just going to ask to close one CD, but I'm actually asking to close 3 because one of them is going to be paying some of our long-term debt, which is going to be due in July. It is the payment on the property across the street over here, or next door at Johnson's.
Yes.
And we don't have, we do have enough to pay it, but we would have to pull it and wipe out our savings account. So what I'd rather do is close this one CD, put it with what I've already got in this particular account, and use that to pay for that. And that's the first CD. And it's $154,454 after it matures, which will be, I have to close this one by the 18th, and it's $1,400 in interest on it. The next 2 CDs are paving CDs. We have around $700,000 sitting in our paving account right now, which would not even do half of the paving that we have set up to do this year. So there's two different paving CDs that I'm wanting to close. One of them will be $214,000, the other one will be $667,000. Between what's already in the account and these two, and the $75,000 to $85,000 a month that goes into that account from our sales tax, that should be enough to cover what we need to cover for our paving. And if it's not, we've got two more CDs sitting there that we could close if we need to. This is just our busy time of year. We have our garbage truck payment is due in June. Our Johnson's payment is due in July. Our fire station payment is due in August, and our Metro Bank payment we've got is due in September. So we have something every month. So the good part about that is we get to hold that money all year long, but when it comes due, it hits us hard, and I have to clear out those CDs to be able to pay all this stuff off. So I'd like permission to close those 3 CDs to have that money. They're all 90-day or more CDs, and the stuff that I'm going to need to pay is going to come due before those would come due again. That's why I want to close them now.
Okay, and that is already on your agenda as far as a new business for you to consider tonight. So that's already on there. All right, the next ordinance, I believe that Nikki has and all, is the first reading of a 26 budget amendments that you got from the department heads.
Yeah, this is our half-year amendments. Some of them were handled internally because they were increasing and decreasing from their fund themselves. So those don't have to come to the council as long as it stays within their department. The ones that that Cindy has put in y'all's packet for the ordinance, those were all stuff that was larger amounts from different things. You know, you can see kind of the different amount. If anybody has any questions on what any of these are for, I'd be glad to go over them. There's just a whole bunch of them here. So if anybody has any questions. It looks like it's about an increase in revenue of $437,835 general fund, and an increase in expenditures of $73,160 general fund. We need to increase revenue in the fire department for $10,320. I'm sorry, $250. We need to increase an expense in the postage account for the court, and we need to increase the transfers amount where we had to buy 2 AC units for the community center.
Okay, that was in y'all's packet and all. Do y'all have any questions, specific questions for Nikki on that ordinance? Okay, so that's going to be the first reading, and all. The next council meeting will have the second reading to vote on amending those, correct? All right. Any discussion on that? Okay, thank you, Ms. Nikki. All right, the next item on the agenda is a resolution to surplus basically 2 garbage trucks. That's already on your agenda and all for to consider that and all, but is there any open discussion or anything as far as surplusing those 2 vehicles? Okay, if not, then we'll move to the next one. The next resolution is to purchase 2 new ones. The old ones were leased, correct? And with a balloon payment at the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to purchase 2 new ones instead of leasing them. We're going to purchase them, and then once we surplus the 2, we have 2 options. We can sell them, we can trade them and all. And next meeting we should have a memorandum on who is going to purchase those. We would make some additional funds if that happens. So we want to, anyway, any discussions on that? Because once again, we will be purchasing this time instead of leasing. Okay, no discussion? All right, the next agenda item is a resolution for the council to approve bids to be let for CD maintenance, routine maintenance. This is oil changes, this is brakes, this is tires, anything that we need from the police department, from Parks and Recs, from anything, trailers, if, you know, whatever and all is we have to put this out for bid. And so what we'd like to do is try to get the best rate that we can, because right now I think we're going up on the mountain, is that right? To carrying stuff up on the mountain to get? Okay, well, you said, but what we want to do is we want to get one bidder that can do it all and save ourselves money instead of running around chasing vehicles. So, is there any issues or problems that also on the agenda tonight to, consider that? No, any questions on that or any concerns? All right. Good deal. The next item is, the River Keepers. We just was, talked with about the swim guide sponsorship. So any discussion, anybody want to ask anything on that and all before, but it's on the agenda for us to decide here what we're going to do. But any comments, questions while he's here? We're good?
Did we do the one site sponsorship last year? Okay.
But we'll take the whole way.
Okay. The next, any other questions on that? Okay. All right, the next discussion is the same with the Quizbo team. Any questions y'all have for Ms. Sanders or anything? Okay. All right, that will be on your agenda here shortly to vote on. Next item is to purchase and outfit a 2025 Chevy Trail Boss for the police department through East Alabama Cooperative Purchasing Association. That is on your agenda to consider tonight. So that is, that's on there. Open it up for discussion. Okay, you're good? Danny, you're good? You good? Shane, are you good? Oh, okay. Y'all good? Shane's dancing? Okay. All right. Mr. Clay, you okay? All right. Next item on the agenda is a Liberty Tree Monument. I would like for you guys to consider, we have received one of 67 Liberty trees. Let's see if I can say this right. It's in honor of the 250th semi-quincentennial, help me out, semi-quincentennial. That's it. That's it. Boy, that's a lot. Or it was easy for me to say the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declarations of Independence. Or you can say the 250th birthday. So, for America. So anyway, anyway, we were given an explanation what that word meant. It made sense, but it's really hard to say. But anyway, we've got one of 67 in the state of Alabama through federal and state entities. And so we've received one. And what I would like to propose is just, first of all, getting that tree planted as quick as we can, and then do a small monument. I think we're going to be a few $100s. I have not got the quote yet, but I would kind of like a guidance. I know the tree itself cost about $150 or cost $150 to plant, but I'd like to do a little monument. It's got a nice bronze plaque with it, and in the future it will be a GPS type situation where people that travel over the state of Alabama would know where that is and can come visit it. And we're going to have one right here in Southside, so that's awesome. But anyway, I'd like for y'all to consider that and maybe give me, whatever budget item so I can stay under that budget. I do know, once again, the tree does cost $150, and we need to get it planted pretty quick. Or is there any discussion on that? No, I'd like for y'all to consider that too here in just a little bit toward the end of the main agenda. Any discussion? All right, y'all good? You good? Good. All right. Resolution, the next item is to allow me to enter into an agreement with Darden Rehabilitation Foundation for labor placement within our city. There are 4 participants. We've got three young men. Well, I think there's 4 young men. One is asked to be a participant at the library, and I think that student will have a coach. From what I understand, the other 3 have worked the last couple of years in Parks and Recs and Road Department. These gentlemen will be paid by Darden. It is no cost as far as money to the city. They cover all accidental insurance, and they are covered under our liability at no cost, correct, to the city. So it's the only thing that I don't know yet is the coach, if they will be covered or not. But I will find out that. But I'm asking you guys to allow me to go, in contract with them. They will be working 6 weeks, 20 hours a week, from June the 1st through July the 24th. And it gives us extra labor at Parks and Recreation, as well as the road department and also the library. The young man asked specifically because he loved books, so we need help. And if you want to volunteer in the library, we would love to have you. So we got a lot going on, so this would be an opportunity, to get some extra, people with some hours that really doesn't cost the city anything. So I'd like for y'all to consider that. That would be on the agenda as well. And in your packet, you kind of see that little contract that they sent out to us. Any questions or discussions on that? Man, y'all are an easy group. I keep getting kicked under the table. No, I'm just teasing. All right, so I don't think there's anything else on the agenda. The next item is going to be old business. So on February the 24th, the council voted unanimously to join the East Alabama Cooperative Purchasing Association. This allows us to buy vehicles through this association less than the state bid. I think it cost us $500, I believe. Is that correct, Nikki? Cindy? Okay, it cost us $500 to join it. But as we purchase vehicles, we can save really, in several cases, more than that amount. This particular vehicle that's old business and all, it basically saved us $300 to join that. But when I went back and looked at minutes, we approved the joining of it, but we didn't approve the purchase of that vehicle that we talked about. So this is the old business. We need to approve that vehicle. So I'm asking for a motion for us to approve that vehicle.
Make a motion that we approve the purchase of that police vehicle.
All right, I got a motion. Second. All right, any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried. All right, new business, what was the items that we talked about tonight? The first new business is going to be to close 3, is that correct? 3 CDs for the purpose of paying some debt as well as paving, is that correct? All right, so I have that. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
All right, do I have a second?
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried, thank you. The next resolution is to surplus the 2 garbage trucks that we have. All right, so do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried. The next item is a resolution to purchase 2 new garbage trucks.
Motion to purchase 2 garbage trucks.
All right,
Second.
So I have a motion and a second. All right, any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried. Next one is the resolution. We were financing them through the same people that we had. They're giving us the same rate. Okay. Make a note on that other, we're going through Metro Bank. They're giving us the same rate as what we had, or what the other bank had before offered us, yes. Are y'all okay with that?
Yeah.
All right? Okay. Do we need to make a motion? All right, so let's,
I'll make a motion on that,
Second.
so we'll cover ourselves.
all right, so we got a motion and a second to go through Metro Bank for these purchases. All right, any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And it's carried and we're covered.
Thank you, Nikki.
Thank you, Nikki. All right, so the next resolution is to let bids for the city routine maintenance.
I'll make a motion on that.
All right, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, got a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried. All right, so the next item up the agenda is the swim guide sponsorship. All right,
Is it in the, did we have it in the budget or no? Only because we don't have it in the budget. I'm fine with us doing what we did last year, which was the 250. I would love to say, let's do the whole lake, but without it being in the budget, we gotta be mindful of that. So I will make a motion for 250, which will be the one site sponsor, and it's what we did last year.
I'll second that motion.
okay, so we have a motion to, sponsor 250, which is one swim spot, which I'll soon be here in Southside somewhere, close. Okay, at the landing, all right. All right, so, I have a motion, I have a second. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And it's carried. All right, the next item is, the Southside, High School Quiz Bowl sponsorship for the national championship.
How much, I know y'all mentioned it earlier, roughly, what else y'all need to cover? Do you have it, just a rough number?
I think they had said 1,250 was the entry, 1,200 was the entry fee.
Do y'all have any suggestions? I mean, I know we typically, when Southside or other sporting events have come up here, we have given them money. Obviously, it's gotta be within the budget. And they are going and representing our city, both cities.
Have you received any funds from any of the other cities?
Well,
Yeah. Split the difference.
well, I think it's very important. I mean, this is something that I personally promote in my home with my kids about reading, and I just had a grandson graduate from Mercer University with a 4.0, and reading played a big part of his life. So I think that we could find $1,000 to cover the other part of their expenses over there representing the city and this school system. I would be in favor of that.
Is that in the form of a motion?
That is a form of motion.
I second it.
All right, we have a motion and a second for $1,000. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, any opposed? And it's carried. All right? Absolutely.
Good luck to
You're
y'all.
welcome.
All right, so the next resolution is the purchase and outfit, the 2025 trail balls for the police department through the East Alabama Cooperative Purchasing Agent, or Association. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
All right, do I have a second?
Second.
All right, I guess motion is second. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And it's carried. Approval, the next one's approval for the monument, construction, and the planting of the tree. I just need a budget to tell me to stay under. And I really figure, I'll let y'all decide. I won't even influence.
So like, what's it looking like it's gonna cost?
I honestly was thinking, probably 600 to 800 max is what I was thinking. And hopefully, I know it's $150 for the tree, but hopefully I can find somebody with some skill that maybe can volunteer their time and build us something and not cost us anything. That's my goal. But I would like to know if I had to buy, bricks or whatever and all, if we had to kind of what to stay in and around. Just
Well, I think this thing's a big deal, being the one tree in the county, and it's gonna be across, all over the place. And I say, let's just approve 1,500, give plenty of room for any unexpected expenses or anything like that.
I'll second that motion.
all right, so we got $1,500 budget, and, so I got a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, any opposed? And it's carried. Thank you very much. I don't think I will need that much, but I appreciate it. I can buy me a candy bar while I'm doing it. No, I'm just kidding. The next item of resolution is to allow the mayor to enter into agreement with Darden Rehabilitation Foundation for labor placement within the city. So do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
All right, do I have a second?
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And it's carried. Okay. All right. There's nothing else I've missed. Is that correct? All right. Do we have any comments from the public? Yes, sir.
My name is Dennis Stryer. You were saying you did 1,000 and 1,500 for the season and stuff, but you were a little light on the swim back sponsorship.
I-
You want to revisit that?
I'm sorry, I can't hear
He
you. I
said we
didn't
were
know.
a little.
You were pretty quick on the 1,000 and 1,500 for the city on their stuff, but you were pretty light on the swim guide. Do you want to revisit that?
That's up to the council. All right. Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I was just gonna ask you, where's the Liberty Tree gonna be located?
It's gonna be at the landing. There's a spot that doesn't have any gas or utilities or things and all. So that's, we hope everything works out. We hope it lives. So, so, and, it will be easy water. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for thanking us. So we appreciate you guys. All right. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Nothing else. Council members, Mr. Keith Clay, comments?
Good luck to the Quiz Bowl team moving forward. And Jared, I just want to tell you I appreciate you and what all you've done for us last several years, and good luck to you and your family.
All right. Very good. Miss Jennifer?
Good luck to you guys. I know you're going to do awesome. Thank you to the library for all that you guys do in the community and the outreach that you do. And we're going to miss you, Jared.
All right. Mr. Joseph?
Quiz Bowl, congratulations on what y'all have already accomplished. That in and of itself is huge, and just being able to go to nationals is even bigger. So good luck to y'all. Jarrett, appreciate everything you've done. You've done an excellent job. Like I told you the other day, if there's anything I can do for you, please call me, let me know. Praying for you and your family, and glad you're getting to go back home and be closer to the rest of your family.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Danny Garnett?
Well, congratulations to the Quiz Bowl team, and good luck to you, and study hard and do well. And Chief, it's been a pleasure serving with you and how you performed. You did an excellent job, and I know you'll do an excellent job wherever you like.
Okay, thank you very much. Chief, once again, ditto. I appreciate you very much. And definitely what Joseph said, we're going to keep you in our prayers. You do the same for us. So pray for one another. So we do appreciate your commitment and time here. And thank you again. All right, so I'm going to go through the announcements, and then once we get finished with the announcements, then I will verify us going into executive session with our attorney. And so the announcements, the Taste of Town is coming up. The truck event is May the 14th. It'll be here at City Hall from 5 to 8. Dinner and a movie on the lawn at the landing is going to be the 15th, which is this coming up Friday. Zootopia is the movie, and it starts at 6, and the movie starts at dark. Cruising for a Cure is a car show on May the 23rd. It's going to be out in the parking lot in front of the field house. It's from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The next regular council meeting is going to be Tuesday, May the 25th. That's the day after Memorial Day. And it starts at 5 o'clock. The business owners breakfast is also going to be, it's going to be on Wednesday, the 26th at 7:30. And it's all businesses are welcome. to come. That's typically the largest breakfast that we have is the business owners, and that they do a great job for us sponsoring the events for the seniors and for the veterans and for the teachers and all. And we thank the business owners. They do a great job for the city. And City Day is something that you talked about as far as the library. It's on June the 2nd. It's going to be in front of the library, and it starts at 10 a.m. And then the summer reading program also starts. We'll have all the fire trucks and all the equipment and stuff that we have out there from the police and Public Works and zero-turn lawnmowers. I think Nikki was going to put her big SUV out there in it so all the kids can crawl through it and play in it and put their hands on the inside of the glass. So I'm just teasing. The next Planning Commission meeting is going to be scheduled for Monday, June the 8th. That's here in the chambers at 5:30. United Way, the annual day of action will be June the 12th at 12 p.m. at the Cola Warehouse. I think that's the old Coca-Cola building. There are flyers to sign up and instructions in the lobby, and I think it looks like this, if you would like to join and be there. Also, you have food donations for Feed the Hungry. It's Schools Out, so it's a very important time. We're collecting donations at Southside Baptist, Rainbow City Public Library, as well as the Southside Library itself. All donations are taken up by the Etowah Baptist Mission Center, and they are distributed accordingly. So without any further ado, if nobody has anything else to say, then we're going to go into executive session. I need for, it's going to be about economic development, and Mr. Shelnut, if you would verify and certify that for me, please. Okay, so it's been certified and all, so with nothing else,
One quick thing there.
Yes,
Joey.
sir.
Tuesday is May the 26th.
All right,
And
we-
Wednesday is the 27th.
okay. All right, Tuesday is the 26th, yeah, the 25th is Memorial Day, so 26th is the next regular council meeting, and the 27th is the breakfast with Joey. Okay, thank you for catching that. All right, anything else? All right, so do I have a motion that we adjourn?
Motion.
All right, have a second?
Second.
All right, so we are adjourned. Thank you very much for being here.